Hello, dear friends, welcome. In this third lecture on the second unit of our paper number 102. In the previous two lectures, we talked about the age of Chaucer, the writer Geoffrey Chaucer, and the greatest work, that is the Canterbury Tales, and then we talked about the prologue, that is narrated by the pardoner himself. The prologue to the pardoner's tale. We talked about the personality and character of the pardoner in this prologue. After giving this information about his own personality, the pardoner now begins his story. As it was decided during the journey, he is telling the story. Now, as we know, the story is supposed to give some sermon or moral to the gathering, or to the travelers. The story is set in the eastern region of England. The background of the story is in the eastern region of England. The framework of the original story is changed with a purpose of moralizing. Whatever is presented in this story is changed somewhat to give it a moral touch. So, the intention of the author, means Geoffrey Chaucer, is to give some moral to the people that this kind of environment is prevailing in the later half of the 14th century England. Now, he tells the story begins like this. The story reveals the revelers who have gathered at an inn. They are fully drunk at late morning. Now, the story is about three revelers. Revelers means tofani chokrao. Tofani, they are mischief mongers. English માં એવું કહી શકાય. મિસ્ચીફ મોંગરર્સ એટલે તોફાન કરવા માટે, મસ્તી કરવા માટે ભેગા થયા હોય એવા ત્રણ છોકરાઓ વિશેની વાત છે. The story reveals the revelers, three revelers they are, who have gathered at an inn. They are fully drunk at late morning. In the beginning, these three revelers they are talking about the sins like drinking, gluttony, and avarice. These are the three vices that the pardoner, he himself talks about his own personality, right? આ એ જ ગુણો છે કે જે ગુણો વિશે પાર્ડનર પોતાના પ્રલોગમાં પોતાના વિશે કહેતો હતો. The same qualities the revelers are discussing: drinking, gluttony, and avarice. Avarice means greed. They are reckless vagabonds. આ બિલકુલ બેફિકર બદમાશો હતા. They always talk about the blasphemy. Blasphemy means no reverence for God. Lack of reverence for God એને blasphemy કહેવાય. તો ઈશ્વર પ્રત્યે બિલકુલ શ્રદ્ધા ન ધરાવવી એને blasphemy કહી શકાય. એ વિષયની વાતો કરે છે. They are talking about gambling, sensuality, and such other vices as possessed by the pardoner. આ બધા ગુણો વિશે વાત કરે છે કે જે ગુણો pardoner ધરાવે છે. Means the pardoner is also having such qualities, and the revelers are talking about the qualities of the pardoner. When they are so busy in talking and drinking, they hear about death of a friend. Now they are assembled or gathered at an inn, and they are talking and drinking, and in the meantime they listen to a news about the death of a friend. One of their friend is dead. This is the news that comes to them. These three drunkards then tease an old gentleman to show them death. Now these three friends, they are rather they decide to find out death and kill the death, and they are in search of death now. They move from one place to another, and in the way they find an old man standing. Now they try to tease that man. Okay, hey, old man, why are you still alive? તું અત્યાર સુધી કેમ જીવે છે? આટલી મોટી ઉંમરનો વ્યક્તિ, અમારો મિત્ર જે નાનો છે એ મરી ગયો અને તું કેમ જીવે છે? This is something they talk about, and they try to tease that old gentleman, and they ask that gentleman to show them death. Death is personified here. Personified means એને સજીવા રૂપણ અલંકારથી વ્યક્ત કરવામાં આવ્યું છે. So death as an entity or death as a being they are in search of, and they want to kill death. The man tries to convince them that he had not seen or met death any a time. The old man says that they are asking about the identity and address of the death, but he is not in the knowledge of such anything that they know death, but they are not convinced any way. So to get rid of them, the old man tells them that he had seen death under a tree. He then shows a tree to them. Now the old man, when tries, he is not in a position to satisfy the revelers by giving the right answer. When they are not convinced at all, he tries to get rid of them by saying that, yes, I remember that I have seen death under that tree, and thus he is pointing out a tree at a distance, and then the revelers, they are trying to approach that tree. Now the three idiots, they are in the search of death under that tree. They wanted to kill the death, and that is why they very hastily go there under the tree. But instead of death, they find 8 bushels of gold coins. Now when they reach there under that tree which was pointed out by the old man, they find not the death, but instead they find 8 bushels. Bushels means barrels. Barrel મોટા મોટા ચરુ અથવા મોટા ઘડા અથવા મોટા મોટા બેરલ જેની અંદર સોનાના સિક્કા ભરેલા છે, એવા 8 bushels એને જોવા મળે છે. So instead of death they find 8 bushels, such a big treasure they find there. Greedy as they are, they forget about death. They decide to get this huge treasure. Now all these 3 revelers were vagabonds. They were very mischievous people, and they were very greedy. And greedy as they were, they left the topic of finding death and killing it, and now they are lost in the image or the view of the gold coins. This great treasure is now before them, and they are lost in the gold coins. But it's daytime, not convenient to take the gold to their home. And now this is the daytime, and in the daytime light they cannot take the gold coins to their home, and that is why they will have to wait till darkness of the night. So they decide to stay there for the night. They are thirsty and hungry. Now they were supposed to wait for a longer period. They decide that one of the 3 should go to the town to get some food and drink for them. By the time it is night, they would need some food, and that is why they decide to send someone. But who will go? And to decide the person who should go to the town to get food and drink, they draw lots. લોટ્સ નાખવા એટલે ચિઠ્ઠી નાખવી. તે લોકો ચિઠ્ઠી નાખે છે અને એમાંથી જેનું નામ આવે એ વ્યક્તિ ફૂડ અને ડ્રિંક લેવા માટે જશે. So they draw lots, and in the result of the draw, the name of the youngest man that comes. So the youngest man decides to go to the town. He goes there, and the remaining two are there to guard the treasure, right? So two are staying there, and one is gone to the town. They are the drunkards and full of vices. All these three men are full of vices, and the one who has gone to the town, he is also a selfish fellow. So he thinks that if he kill the remaining two members by any means, he will be in possession of the entire treasure. So having this idea in mind, he purchases the food and drink, and along with that he buys some poison and adds that poison to the food and drink, and he returns back to the tree where the treasure is lying. Now in the meantime, the two friends who were there at the tree guarding the treasure, they also are equally selfish, equally wicked and cruel. They also decide to kill the man who has gone to the town to fetch food and drink. So as soon as he returns with food and drink, they kill that man, kill the youngest man who has come from the town with food and drink. Now the youngest man is killed, he is dead, and the remaining two eat the poisonous food that was brought by the youngest man, and taking this poisonous food, both of them die there. So all the three men are now dead. So this is the result of the wickedness that they possess in their minds and their life. Thus in the end, the story end of the story, we find that the three revelers who were out to kill death are killed by death. Now this the moral or the result of the story that comes as those who were out to kill death, જે લોકો મૃત્યુને મારવા માટે બહાર નીકળ્યા હતા, they are killed by death. એ પોતે જ મોતને ભેટે છે. So this is the moral that comes out of the story. What is the moral? Love for money is the root cause of all evils. The moral that the pardoner wanted to convey is this, as he used to say this moral to each and every person who meets him. Death is personified in this old man. Now in the story we find that death is personified. Personified એટલે મૃત્યુને એક સજીવારોપણ અલંકારથી રજૂ કરવામાં આવ્યું છે, એક ઓલ્ડ મેનના સ્વરૂપે, જે વૃદ્ધ માણસને આ રેવલર્સ પરેશાન કરતા હતા, એણે જ એ વ્યક્તિએ જ એ લોકોને મૃત્યુ તરફ મોકલ્યા. Death leads the revelers to the treasure and the temptation kills them. Now death led these revelers to the treasure, and the temptation of gaining treasure alone kills them. જે લાલચ છે, temptation means લાલચ, લાલચના કારણે તે મૃત્યુને ભેટે છે. The story is powerfully told and is marked with curiosity, suspense, thrill, irony, and a moral. Now, these are the things that come out of the story, that is the Pardoner's Tale. The moral is revealed with the poetic justice in the end. Poetic justice એટલે કુદરતી ન્યાય, બહુ સરસ શબ્દ છે. Poetic justice that comes out of the story is those who wish to kill others are killed. This is a very good moral that we all should remember for our life, that those who wish to kill others are killed. The dialogues are very significant as they bring out the dramatic irony. Dramatic irony એટલે નાટકના સ્વરૂપમાં જે કટાક્ષ રજૂ કરવામાં આવ્યો છે એના માટે લખાયેલા ડાયલોગ્સ, દે આર એક્સલન્ટ વન, દે આર વેરી વેરી સિગ્નિફિકન્ટ. બહુ જ મહત્ત્વના ડાયલોગ્સ અહીંયા રજૂ થયા છે. The reveler's conversation reveals the vices like gluttony, temptation, drinking, swearing, etc. in a very obvious manner. આ સમાજમાં એ વખતના ધાર્મિક સંપ્રદાયમાં માનતા ધર્મના નેતા કહી શકાય તેવા વ્યક્તિઓ પણ કેવા અવગુણો ધરાવતા હતા એનું પણ ચિત્ર અહીંયા બહુ જ સુંદર રીતે વ્યક્ત થયેલું દેખાય છે. Thus Chaucer's dramatic art is also beautifully exposed. Chaucer's dramatic art, નાટ્યકલા અહીંયા સ્પષ્ટ દેખાય છે. The suspense of the death not only attracts the revelers, readers also become eager to see death itself, killing the three trying to kill it. ત્રણ જે રેવલર્સ છે એ મૃત્યુને મારવા નીકળ્યા છે અને એ જ લોકો મૃત્યુથી મરે છે. આ ચિત્ર માત્ર રેવલર્સને નહીં, વાચકોને પણ એક સસ્પેન્સ અને થ્રિલનો અનુભવ કરાવે છે. Chaucer's narrative art is at its best in the Pardoner's Tale. Narrative art means the narration is of the best quality in the Pardoner's Tale we find. The Pardoner keeps his promise of narrating a light story with moral, which he preaches in his sermons. Love for money is the root cause of all evils. પૈસા માટેનો પ્રેમ એ તમામ સમસ્યાઓનો, તમામ દૂષણોનું કારણ છે, મુખ્ય કારણ છે. આવો જે સરમન છે, આવો જે ઉપદેશ છે તે પાર્ડનરના મુખે આપણને ચોસર સમજાવે છે. સો વિથ ધીસ મોરલ the pardoner completes his story. He finishes with the satisfaction of all the fellow travelers that they are satisfied by the story of Pardoner. So here ends the Pardoner's Tale. Okay friends, try to listen to these 3 videos continuously and it will help you to understand it in a best way. Try to read the material that is provided in the college app as well as on the website. So it will help you to understand the topic in the best way. Okay friends, thank you very much.